Hello everybody, BrawlerClaw67 here, and welcome back to another video. I did decide to go ahead and record at least one more video here today. Last time we played this game right here. It is freaking fantastic. If you have not seen this video yet, go check it out. It's on my channel here. And yeah, this game was a complete random purchase. I mean, literally, I got it from a gachapon that had either DS, 3DS, or Switch games, and this is the game I got, and it's freaking fantastic. Go check it out. Today, I changed things up a little bit. Today, this time we've got, let's see up here, Mash is a little too tall, so she's over there. We got our Furret over here again. We've got Arona from Lore Archive as well, and then we've got 3 Digimons. We got Omnimon, we got Gaomon down there, we got Metal Garurumon, excuse me. And that's because today we're playing another game that I got here. We're playing. Here it is. Digimon Story on the DS. So, little history real quick while I'm swapping out games here. I played Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory on the Switch. I didn't beat Hacker's Memory. I got pretty far in it, but I beat Cyber Sleuth, and I beat the after story of Cyber Sleuth, which is really, really cool. It had a really cool section that had a reference to one of the older games that I actually played growing up. But apparently that is not the first Digimon Story game. There's apparently actually at least 2 other Digimon Story games. At least. There's this one, and actually, let me get up real quick, and I gotta show you the other one. Here. I got this here as well. Here. There's another one right here that's actually if you can see here, PlayStation Portable game. Digimon Story Redigitized. No, sorry, this is Digimon World Redigitized. Sorry, my bad. I guess it is not a Digimon Story game. The reason I thought it was Digimon Story is because at least this character is in Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. And I think that looks like the same girl that's in Cyber Sleuth as well, but maybe not. But either way, so never mind. This is the Digimon Story. I was incorrect. I'm sorry. But yeah, there's a bunch of Digimon games I've never played. I grew up playing the Smash clone, the OG Smash clone, which was Rumble Arena, specifically Rumble Arena 2. We had Rumble Arena 1, but it was my dad's, and it was on the PlayStation 1. And he was a little bit nervous of letting us use his PlayStation 1. So we played the GameCube version of Digimon Rumble Arena 2. And then we also played Digimon World Dusk and Dawn growing up. We played a little bit of Digimon World DS as well, but mostly Dusk and Dawn. And those games are really, really fun. But we're going to see if this game is any different. Let's find out. Ooh, nice coin selection sound effect there. I've played a couple of, I played at least one other Digimon game on this channel. Actually, no, I played like 3, technically, because I had the Wonder Swan ones. And then I had the PlayStation 2 Digimon World DX, I think, or Digimon World X. But either way. I get the feeling that this game is going to be very similar to World Dusk and Dawn. Let's find out. Push start. Let's do it. I pressed select instead accidentally. Oh, it's got the same exact sound effects, so it's definitely got to be the same thing. Let's start from the beginning. That is fine. Do we want to be a boy or a girl? Let's be a boy. You guys can't really see the bottom screen very well, so I'm gonna lower this a little. Let's see here. How can I prop this up? We're gonna prop this up with this. This is a little thinner. There we go. I'm propping. I got my situation here. I'm using Zelda heart container coaster to add a little bit of distance on my my situation here to prop this up. Hopefully a little better so you can see the touchscreen a little bit better. We're gonna name ourselves. We're just gonna do ABC, and we're gonna do C-L-A. Oh, we can barely fit claws. We got 5 letters, and that's what we're doing. Yep. 5 letters goes a lot farther in Japanese than it does English. Alright, we're starting off here. Oh, this actually looks this looks very similar to the opening of Digimon World DS, though. Is this just Digimon World DS, but they named it differently? I think this, because I also have Digimon World DS in English. But I think I might have been tricked here, guys. I think this might actually be Digimon World. I think this might be Digimon World DS, but it's a different name in Japanese and English. If so, that's kind of funny. We're gonna skip it. I think this is Digimon World DS. We're gonna find out, because this looks very similar to the opening to Digimon World DS. I got mail. Let's open it. Oh, Digimon. Oh, we're getting sucked in, baby. Let's do it. Get sucked in. Woo! Okay. Guys, I've been tricked. Oh, that's cool. It's the computer screen on the bottom there. That was cool. This is Digimon World DS, guys. Guys, I've made a huge mistake. It's fine. We'll do the first section of this game just because. But yeah, this is apparently just Digimon World DS. This is 100% Digimon World DS. But apparently in Japanese it was called Digimon Story. Yeah, there he is, man. There he is. Oh, they're training. They're training. All right. And all the little minions are watching. They're like having a class. All the little bibbas. I'm just skipping. I'm skipping. So, truth be told, I mean, Digimon World DS is a good game. It's fun. It's a little grindy as a JRPG. But I mean, that's not necessarily saying a lot, because JRPGs, generally speaking, are pretty commonly grindy. The problem with this game, as opposed to the sequels than Dusk and Dawn, is that Dusk and Dawn have a lot more Digimon in them. Specifically, I was doing some research on this game and kind of like the evolution trees that they have in this game, because I was considering doing like a full playthrough of it at some point. And the options for Digimon, I almost said Pokemon, that will get you to, that have the ability to evolve all the way to Mega Forms is surprisingly limited in this game. There are not that many Mons that can go all the way to Mega, which is the highest level. Or the highest rank, I should say. Whereas in Worlds, they added a lot of extra Mega branches. The cool thing about Digimon World is, the cool thing about Digimon, as opposed to Pokemon, is that the trees that you get for Mons is, like, much more open. So, more than one, the rankings are based on the game series or the shows or what, based on which series you're looking at. There's like different levels of in training, but basically it goes from in training to rookie to champion to ultimate to mega. And so there's more there, but also specifically, so you can have multiple different rookies will go into multiple different champions. So one rookie can go into multiple different champions, but also multiple rookies can go into the same champion. And then that champion can go into multiple different ultimates, and one ultimate can be gotten into from multiple different champions. And that's how the kind of system goes. And it gets more and more specific as you reach the higher rankings. But as a general rule, so like the megas are where you get to like the individual unique Mons. But you have a lot more freedom to kind of go back and forth. And also specifically, you're encouraged to evolve your dudes and then devolve them, because devolving them will actually give them a permanent stat bonus, so that when you evolve them again, they're actually higher stats, and can reach a higher max level than they could when you initially evolved into that thing. So it encourages a lot of experimentation and going back and forth and skipping around the branches and stuff like that, which I think is really, really cool. The problem with it is that it's also very complicated, and trying to do it without a guide or without, like, the internet probably was, like, really, really annoying growing up, probably, I would assume, because you have to, like, evolve and spend all this time just to find out that a Mon can't go any farther and you, like, can't get a Mega from that branch. But I mean, as a kid, if you have, like, a lot of free time and you're really into it, then that's probably the joy of it, is just going back and forth and trying all the different Mons and seeing what can happen and stuff like that. So, you know, that's probably the point. You know what I mean? So, right now we're just skipping all this. I already know what's happening, because I did play this sort of recently. It was a couple months ago, but, basically, we got trapped in the digital world, and we're like, oh, we're gonna be, they're like, oh, you're a new tamer, right? Here, we have this trainer ranking system. Here, you get to join in and be a starter dude, and you get to be, we'll start you off with your beginner's license, and in order to get better ranks, you have to do different stuff like help out the Digimons around the town, and also like prove yourself, and then you'll raise in the ranks and get access to new Mons in your areas, and try to be the very best, like no one ever was. That's the story that's happening right now. Yeah. that's basically what's happening right now. And there'll be, like, you know, branching, you know, more extra stuff, like, you know, I don't know, probably something to do with the knights. That's usually what ends up happening. Now you get to pick a starter. You get to pick Koromon, which will go into Agumon. We get to pick, I think it's Tanemon, which will turn into it's like the plant-based ones. This guy, the dragon ones, but this is the traditionally known as the one that turns into Agumon. This one's traditionally the one that turns into Palmon, and this is the traditionally, I think it's, I don't remember what this was called, but he traditionally turns into Gabumon. We'll do Gabumon. He's like the beast direction. Tsunomon. Oh, I was thinking Tsune, but that didn't sound right. Tsuno. I was close. Yeah, we'll do beast guy. We'll do beast type. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. Let's name him. We're gonna leave him. I don't want to name him. We're just gonna leave it. We're gonna name. Yeah, we're not gonna bother trying to nickname him. We're just gonna leave him as is. All right, we got our starter. In Digimon World, you actually get to pick from 3 different starter packs, and each pack comes with 3 starters. There's the box starter, based on whether or not you're picking Dusk and Dawn. One of them is based on the sun, and one of them is based on the moon. And then the other 2 that you pick are the other 2 in the pack that you pick. The packs are based on either offense type, defense type, or like special moves type, as opposed to physical attacks. Which is, I think, a really, really neat system. This one you only get to start with 1 dude, which is fine. You know. So now our goal is to go out. Oh, sorry. What? No, sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna go up here. Right? Yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, we gotta report to our dude up here, which is CV Angemon. CV Angemon. He's a big, fancy angel dude. Interestingly enough, he's not Magnamon. He's like a red version of Magnamon. This is the god of the current rank, and we need to impress him in order for him to let us rank up to the next rank. This is Chindonmon. And he was like, hey, you should go to the forest that we found you in, and you should well, we didn't find us. We found a teleporter. It was like, hey, you should go to that forest because there's something happening over there. You should go catch or battle a few dudes to prove your worth, and then we'll give you your next task from there, which is fine. We're gonna do that. Let's do it. Tyriamon is like, hey, what are you doing, man? Oh, you can't just go in there, you gotta have an address. Like, this is .hack, you can't just, like, go into a teleporter, you have to say, frick. I was gonna give the name of a address in .hack, but I don't remember any of them off the top of my head. That's okay. He's like, this is .hack. We go to a specific place. We get here, and there's like, oh, there's a sound. Oh no, there's 2 dudes, and you're getting chased. And there's the chaser. There's Gabulimon. It's Gabulimon, which is Goblimon. Goblimon, they're like, oh no, Goblimon's bullying us. We're like, alright, we'll beat him up for you. Let's beat him up. tutorial fight. Let's get him. What? I know how to play video games. Yeah, I know how to play video games. I really like the battle system in this game. The battle system in this game is actually really unique and interesting. Because the way it works is the order you battle is based on speed. But the battle, you can see up here, has a 5-grid system. And your attacks that you can do your attack, or you can do Ido, which is your special attacks. Actually, no, sorry, that's swapping around. It's Sakaru. Oh, yeah, right. There's no... Right, okay. I was thinking of Digimon Cyber Sleuth. This one is just you get your attacks, and they have, like, a MP cost, potentially, and then there's strength. And then you unlock special attacks you can use. But some of the attacks, you can see down here, this one has a little orange thing. That means that you can hit one grid. But other attacks you'll get will have different patterns, so you can attack different grids. And you can attack more than one grid. And then the boss fight mons are usually bigger, and they actually take up multiple squares. So you can use one attack that hits multiple squares, and you'll hit that boss twice or 3 times. It's really, really cool. I like it a lot. For now, we're just fighting, and we one-shot him, because we're awesome. And we're going to level up a little bit. Also, the way that this Digimon World DS and Dusk and Dawn also work this way. Dusk and Dawn has the same like engine as this game, so it's like basically the same game. Obviously, the areas are different, and the story's different, and the mons are a little bit different, but like gameplay-wise, it's the same. The way it works is you get XP based on the enemy type that you fought. There isn't like universal XP. The XP you get is specifically typed. And in order to do certain evolutions, you need to have a certain amount of XP from a certain type so you have to be careful of which dudes you're fighting, which goes into the grindy aspect. In Cyber Sleuth, that's not the case, and I kind of prefer it that way. But in Cyber Sleuth, it puts a lot of emphasis on the actually, this game puts a lot of emphasis on the training, the Digifarm, which we'll get to. I think we're probably gonna have to go do that right now, actually. The farm, you have a bunch of different, like, training, devices, I guess is for lack of a better term. Equipment, I guess is better. Like punching gloves and different books and different things like that will train different stats. And in order to do certain evolutions, it's not just hit a certain level marking, you have to have certain stat markings in different stats to get certain mons. And so you have to put a lot of emphasis on your Digifarm and which stats you're training and in this game, which XP you're getting. Which, again, goes into the grindy aspect, which I remember not particularly caring for when I was a kid, because it was just, like, really tedious and confusing. Now it's just tedious. It's not, like, as confusing, per se. There are certain things, like, whether you're allowed to, like, get certain things. Like, I remember in Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, I had to really Google this and really learn, like, a guide explaining the system, where it's, like, you have a certain amount of AP, and based on how much AP you have, that determines how much stat growth you get in a certain stat. But you can only spend a certain amount of AP, so you can only get certain amounts of stat growth, and then you're going to start getting basically no stat growth. So in order to help level up your dudes more, you have to, like, devolve them in order to raise their AP, which was, like, really confusing at the time, when I was trying to learn it. Or you can use items that get rid of your AP stat spending in order to, like, free up that AP to spend it on a different stat. So it's like, then it becomes buying certain items. That I remember was super confusing, when I was first playing Cyber Sleuth. But yeah, our god of this rank was like, hey, you should go back and learn about farms now. So we gotta go to the farm, which is the purple portal over here. The blue portal is our dungeons, the purple portal is our Digifarm, which is where we can put our this is like basically our box, basically. Oh crap, I just hit tell me about video games. That's what I just said. Oops. Yeah, I don't need anything else. Yeah, I don't care about the farm right now. And so also, the Digifarm, I think also you can raise your friendship with all your mons, and that determines how fast they level up, I think. And also you have to get certain bonds in order to level up or evolve certain dudes, I think. And so you can raise your friendship with them either just by leaving them in the farm. That'll raise it over time. Also just doing training with them generally. And then last, they'll give you like quests, like go defeat certain enemies. And then that will raise your bond with them as well. And that's what the big dude over there is talking about. So we're gonna name our farm. I only get, again, 5 letters, so we're gonna do. Oh, you can see me in the camera. I know. But yeah, let's do. Can I do katakana? Let's do katakana. Let's do. Where. Fenif, which is the island in Rune Factory Tides of Destiny. So that's what we're doing. And here's our farm, and we can say hi to our dudes, and we can look at our training stuff, and yeah, this is our mon. We can go like scroll around and talk to dudes, but there's no one here, obviously, because we haven't recruited anything other than our starter, and our starter's in our party. So we're just gonna leave now. Peace out. All right. I think we gotta go talk to what's his face. And then on the top screen, we can see a, so we can actually, I think, I don't know, I thought you could use a touch screen to move. Maybe you can do that in, World, Dusk and Dawn. But, on the top screen, you can see, the farm. And actually, it uses real-life time to, like, move around and stuff, too. I think he wants to go, us to go back to the Digiforest. And go tame a mon or two. So we're gonna go do that real quick, and then we're gonna tame a mon or two, and then we're gonna call it. And then we'll just say that was a little bit of a look at. Oh, sorry, this is Data Forest, not Digi. It said Data Mori. Not Digi Mori. And then we will just call it an episode. I'm just gonna have this be a one-off because that's fine. All right, we got 115% on this guy. He's an in-training dude, so you get. So, the way you catch mons in this game is that, in Digimon as opposed to Pokemon, is that you run into a wild encounter of an enemy, and when you run into a wild encounter of an enemy, you gather data for them, and when that data reaches 100%, then you can go back to your farm and spawn, and generate them. You can also wait till that percentage goes all the way up to 200%, and they get, generated with a stat bonus, I think. And based on the rank of the enemy, when you encounter them, you get more, you get less, data per encounter the higher ranking the enemy is. So for in training, we ran into 1 and we already get 115%. But when we run into like a mega, we'll only get like 1 or 2%. So you'd have to run into like 100 or 50 of them or however many, in order to be able to spawn them. So that would be the difference between like trying to just find, like catch one in the wild versus evolving up into it. But then of course you're only gonna find megas in like the later dungeons in the game, obviously. So you know, we got a dude. So let's go spawn him. Let's go make him. We're here. Hello. Oh, here's a little Androidmon or Andromon. I remember loving Andromon as a kid because the anime, I remember thinking he was so cool. Alright, let's Digimon list. Digicombato. Oh, Digicombat? It's like a training map? I don't know. Let's. Oh, this is talking to him. That's not what I want. How do I make a dude again? Is it this? Oh, it is this. Okay, cool. So the other two dudes we run into, obviously, are the guy as our starter, and then we run into the Gaburimon, of course. We're gonna make a dude. We're gonna make a Poyomon. Poyo, like Kirby. Here he is. Digis. Oh. I don't know, Digicombat. I'm not really sure what that means, what this means. But whatever, we got a Poyomon. We're gonna nickname him Kirby. We spent all of our scan data to make him. And there's the little hearts. We're gonna name him Kirby because he's Poyomon. And that's fitting. Let's name him in English. Because we have enough space. There it is. Kirby. There we go. He's Kirby. I can name him Kirbymon. I've changed my mind. We're naming him Kirbymon. Because I can. There we go. Alright. There he is. And now, is he like in here now? Is he in? Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want to look around in here. Is he in here? He's still not in here. Let's look at our list here. Oh, he's in our party now. That's cool. He's water type. Mizu type. We are Kemono type, which I think means beast type. And yeah, we're leaving. And now we have two dudes. Right? What? Where is he? Oh, I didn't actually put him in my party. Gosh, dang it. Put him in my party. We gotta put him in my party. Real quick. Because I want to show off the Digi Evolution menu real quick. And then we'll end it off there. No, not that. List. Hey, you. Oh, yeah, that's what it says. That he's in my Digibank. And I want him to be on my party. Move him on party. Yeah, put him on party. There we go. He's in my party now. There he is. And then we're going to go ahead and pull up the Digi Evolution tree situation here. That is here. No, it is not. That's Digi Quest. It's saving. Is it this? I don't think... No. You have to actually go into select the Mon itself, I believe. Yeah, because then it's here. That was what it was. So yeah, we got our dude here. He's the in training, and then we got Rookie, and we can either get him into Gabumon, we can go into Galmon, or we can go into Drakmon. And in order to get this, right now it's no good. We can't do it right now. We need to whatever that is. We've completed already. I'm not actually 100% sure. Shogun. I think that just means we've seen him before, but we haven't seen him directly. We haven't seen him physically. Or no, that's... No, never mind, sorry. That's probably saying just stuff in general, and then the list is down here. Like, what we need to get him, and then this is the list. So, in order to get Gabumon, we would just need to reach our dude to level 7, and we can get him up. To get Gaomon, we would need level 8, and we would need a certain stat. I believe that is attack. It's Kogeki. And I'm pretty sure it's attack stat, to 70. And then for this Drakmon, we would need level 12, and we would need Ankoku, which is going to be Darkness EXP, we need at least 700 Dark EXP, which is this guy, that little icon right there. It shows his type. Yeah, so that's what we would need. And then once we evolve once, we can actually press A on them. We can't do it right now, obviously, but once we do that once we've reached Rookie at all with the guy, then we can actually see the continuation of the tree to champion on all 3 branches, so we can see if we want to go back or not, and then we can go back and then try again, basically. And so that's the way that would work, and then it would just keep branching out. Right now he's our starter, so he's already at heart level 2, which is cool. And yeah, that's the way this game is working. So yeah. So let's take a look. That's a look at Digimon Story in Japanese, or Digimon World DS as it's known in America. And yeah, I guess we will leave it there. We're gonna save because we can. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully that was entertaining and interesting for you. If you thought that was interesting, take a look at some random Japanese games. I don't even remember. I think I got this at a Book Off, which is a secondhand store that is like a chain of secondhand stores that are around Japan. I got it at the local one just in my town. It's literally like a 15-minute bike ride away. It's probably farther. Probably more like a 20-minute bike ride, but still. And yeah, I would just had this for like, I don't know, like 500 yen or something like that. It was super cheap. I got a ton of stuff like that. So, yeah, if you're interested, let me know in the comments. And let me know in the comments how interested you are in Digimon. If you prefer Pokemon, if you prefer, I don't know, Temtem or whatever. Or what your experiences are with Digimon. If you've played this game before, your thoughts on it. I would love to hear from you. I'm always interested in reading comments. I don't get very many comments, so comment. I want to read it. I want to talk with you. So, I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.